You're not just late sometimes, you're late almost every time. And it's not random. There's actually a pattern behind it, a psychological pattern most people never notice. Because being late isn't just about poor time management, it's about how your brain sees time itself. Think about it. You plan to be on time, sometimes you even start early, but somehow things still slip. You get ready, you check your phone for a second, you do one small thing, and suddenly you're rushing again. Or maybe you know someone like this, always in a hurry, always apologizing, always saying, "I'm almost there." So what's really going on here? The first pattern is something psychologists call time optimism. Some people naturally underestimate how long things take. In their mind, everything feels shorter, faster, easier. Getting ready feels like 5 minutes. The drive feels like 10. But in reality, it takes much longer. And because their brain keeps predicting the best case scenario, they feel like they're on track until they're not. And by the time reality catches up, they're already behind. The second reason is distraction driven by dopamine. Your brain is wired to chase quick, easy rewards. So right before leaving, instead of focusing on the main task, it pulls you towards small, satisfying distractions, checking your phone, replying to a message, doing one extra thing that won't take long. And that's the trap, because those tiny actions don't feel like a delay in the moment, but they stack up quietly. A minute here, 2 minutes there, and suddenly you're late again. The third pattern is what you could call the deadline illusion. For many people, urgency doesn't exist until the last moment. When there's no immediate pressure, the brain stays relaxed. It moves slower, takes its time. But as the deadline gets closer, suddenly everything speeds up. Now there's stress, now there's urgency, now there's panic. The problem is, by the time that urgency kicks in, there's no room left to recover. So even though they rush at the end, they still arrive late. Another deeper factor is identity. Many people who are always late don't actually see themselves as late people. In their mind, every situation is an exception. Traffic was bad, something came up, today was different. And because they explain it away each time, the pattern never feels real. And if your brain doesn't recognize a pattern, it doesn't try to fix it. Behavior follows identity. If you don't see yourself as someone who's consistently late, you won't change the behavior that causes it. And then there's one of the biggest issues, no time buffer. People who are always late tend to plan everything too tightly. They schedule their day as if nothing will go wrong. No delays, no interruptions, no unexpected moments. But real life doesn't work like that. Something always takes longer, something always shifts, and without extra time built in, even a small delay breaks the entire plan. So when you step back and look at all of this, something becomes clear. Being late is rarely about laziness. It's about how you think about time, how your brain reacts to rewards, and how your system is designed. It's a pattern, and patterns can be changed, but only when you see them clearly. Because the moment you stop treating lateness as a random mistake and start seeing it as a predictable system, you gain control over it. And here's the shift that matters most. You don't fix lateness by trying harder. You fix it by thinking differently. You add buffer time, you expect distractions, you assume things will take longer than planned. And slowly, that one change in thinking starts to reshape your behavior. Because in the end, being on time isn't about rushing more. It's about understanding time better. And once you do that, being late stops feeling inevitable and starts feeling optional.